Sorry. Hi, Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Trousers.
Johnny has to wear elasticated trousers because he's special, and sometimes he suffers with incontinence.
Listen, tell me about your show last night, because I heard you tear it up. You like the new presenter. Come on, tell me about it. Did you enjoy it?
Shout out to Frank Warren.
Let me interview you. Where are you going? Come back.
Hold on, let me just put this up because you're very tall, aren't you? But it's not about that.
All right, no problem. Okay, let me interview you.
Go
Big
on,
shout out to Frank Warren for giving my girl a chance.
Sonny Warren.
You know, because Sonny Warren, you know what? They're all saying we'll help me out. We're all saying we'll hook you up. But you know what?
They did.
She's on fire. To see the personality, our big moat, our braggadocio herself, and then you saw the talent right through. So tell me about it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was really good. I've got a mic, but I don't know why you want to give me two at once.
Are you gonna do it again?
Yeah, they said they'll call me back again. They've got another show coming up, so they said yeah.
So just tell me, because I know you went in for a little part-time role, then all of a sudden you had to run the whole show.
Yeah, somebody didn't turn up and they basically said, "You're it, do you want to do it?" I said, yeah. And then that was it.
Was you scared? Was you nervous?
No, I was excited. I wasn't nervous, no.
Should I be scared and nervous?
Should you?
Because all of a sudden, a little seed's been planted. Now the thing I grew and know. So just remember, if I'm out, my job is because she's trying to move in teeth.
Oh, don't do that, bloody hell. Do you know how many vipers there are? Oh, you're going to go for my job. I ain't going for anybody's job. On me. I make my own space.
You do your own space. You remember, fear, they're seeing it.
But anyway, Johnny, you do look nice. I do like the trousers, actually. You know what? For once, even the shoes. Can we have a fit check? Who are the shoes? What are the shoes?
Jeffrey West.
Okay, too expensive for my knowledge, but I like them. Talk to me about the trousers as well. I like the fit.
I can't remember the name of them.
Because you usually wear these like skinny high trousers and then you show your dry ankles, and we don't want to see that.
So my daughter said, "Dad, you're too old for that now. You just got to
It's not about too old. It just looks really."
You went to yourself what I've got next week.
Oh.
Damn.
Are you coming out like Usher did in some high-waisted belt pants, and you're going to start dancing on stage?
You know what? You're actually close. You might be a lot closer than what you think.
We don't want glitter trousers.
Patience. Won't wait till next week.
But listen, look at that. Troy Coleman. That fight, what a fantastic fight.
It was. So initially I said that's going to be a tough fight because Troy Coleman's career, he's travelling all over the world. It's done what most fights haven't done. And he's boxed around all over the world and he's come back home. He's basically confident as a fighter. Bradley Goldsmith is from our gym. This kid's a good kid.
Okay.
And he had the fight. I didn't think he lost a round. He had the fight and then he gassed out.
He did because what happened, Coleman started to put his shots together properly. And then that made his opponent get up for it. But he punched himself out.
But I'd love to see that again. I don't know if it will happen again, but I'd love to see it again. And for Bradley, it's his first loss, but
Bradley Coleman.
Don't be surprised if that fight happens again. But he'll be central champion eventually.
You know what? It's a cracking way. I know it was the second fight, but what a cracking way to start off the night. This is setting the pace now for the rest of the
pace. He had 10 rounds written all over it, but what a fight! Wicked.
I've got to ask, Tyler Denny versus Agora. Talk to us about that fight.
I'm worried.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan of Tyler. I love his story. I love, his achievements and what he's done. And I love the fact that he's got himself on the map in regards to financially in our sport. Because I hate seeing fights in our sport end up with nothing after all the hard work we put in. So with Tyler, I thought, yeah, man, you know what? You're in the right position. He's in there with Elvis. Elvis is a character now. And Elvis has had more time to prepare for this fight and get ready for this fight. But he's a bigger version of Tyler.
Yeah, he is.
Fights like
very, very muscular as well.
Two guys decide to stand toe to toe. You got to remember, Elvis was in there getting shellacked by Callum Simpson.
I didn't think Agora did too bad of a job considering he had very minimal notice.
His durable tells me that
he can fight.
That Tyler has got to be smart. He's got to be cute because if he goes in there and wants to have a war with somebody else who's a mirror version of himself, he can get turned over. But it's a good fight. It's a great fight.
Well, this is what we like, though. It's not boring, is it? You don't know what's going to happen. There's, you can't predict the possibilities, which leads us on to the main event. Yeah. Look, I'm not scraping over Fraser, but he's going in with somebody that he should beat. Listen, upsets are upsets.
Fraser's fight is not about Tete. Fraser's fight is about
him.
Fraser.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching Fraser. And let's just put it into context. Fraser's fight happened 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So 6 months ago, that was the last time we saw Fraser. So this is the first time we've seen Fraser.
That's very quick.
So we're talking like he had yesterday. Fraser's had to go through it mentally, emotionally, to go through all the emotions with his friends and family, all the worries of his friends and family, and he's had to come at peace and understand, right, this is where I'm at now, but I'm in a great place. So I understand his frustration that we're talking about it like it was yesterday. Because yesterday, that's all we saw. So for Fraser, I understand the frustration.
Yeah, because he wasn't his normal self this week.
Yeah, exactly. But he wasn't his normal self because he's pissed off. I see it. He's pissed off.
Well, you know, from a fighter's point
he's
of
pissed
view.
off because he's thinking, you man have written me off. You man, and he's got to understand it's coming from a good place, a place of love. Because a lot of people like Fraser think, wow.
Yeah, he's like,
even fighters think, shit, man. That was dread. So now we're going to be watching Fraser to see his hand-for-eye coordination, how he takes his shot, how he gives his shot, how he reacts to his shot.
It's almost like his debut again.
Yeah, again. So now it's about Fraser, not about Tete. Tete's a former cruiserweight. Tete will be busy.
And a middleweight.
There'll be enough of a handful. I think it's the right opponent for him. For Fraser to come back to, it's the right opponent. Fraser's come back with a chip on his shoulder. I actually like that.
Okay.
You know, see in the press conference, Tete said, you know, you've not fought the same people I've fought. He said, like who? Because I beat all those people. And he's talking Anthony Joshua. He's talking Dubois. He said I'd beat them, man. I'm like Ross, because that's how I took it. Because I know him and AJ are friends, but now Fraser's like, sure, you know what? The gloves are off, man. I'm saying as it is. I like this chip on his shoulder. You know, you can't play the nice guy in our job.
I was about to say nice guys never win.
He's playing the nice guy because I understand the playing the nice guy because he's being very PC because eventually he could be in my position because he's very good at the job. But he's thinking, I've got to try and play it straight and play it good here because...
But you lose yourself and then you end up with an identity crisis.
Now he's found himself. Okay. And so, you know what, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Listen, we've got to speak about the main event. There's been so much controversy. I did speak to Ben Shalom about it as well with the contract malarkey. Maybe I was a bit harsh suggesting that he should have sacked the person that messed up the contract. Listen, it was a question. And to be fair, Ben answered it. But let's forget all of that. It is what it is. It's done wonders for the fight. Sometimes any press is good press. How does the fight go this time?
I think Liam Cameron's a Sheffield boy. He's a nice guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're going to have the loyalty there,
aren't you?
He's a nice
guy. I've got my loyalty to Liam Cameron. But I think Ben Whittaker...
All right, you choose Liam Cameron. I'm going to choose Ben Whittaker.
Ben Whittaker puts on a sharp shooting performance and it won't surprise me if he stopped him. I looked at Liam, I thought Liam looked, even though he's had so much time to train for this, he looked light, he looked down, he looked trim. I'm like thinking, why?
Have you done?
You know what I mean? So he had one chance to make a first impression, and he did the best he can. Until, you know what, Ben scuppered it, they flipped over the ropes. And let's get to remember this. That's the same night Fraser boxed.
Yeah.
And Fraser, when he saw them man's flip over the ropes, he said, I'm not getting in that ring until they've tightened up those top ropes. So it was an issue anyway for the fighters. Okay. So it gives more credence to Ben's argument, saying, yo, this happened. So now for Liam, he had that one chance to capture. I think now it was the best thing that could have happened to Ben, because Ben, you don't want to be complacent when you're in your 19th fight and it's for a world title. You want to be in a position where you think, right, you know what, I'm ready now. So he's learned his lesson. Now he's ready.
I think it's good that he's learned it so early as well. I think these are valuable experiences. I'm looking forward to the fight. I do think that Ben Whittaker and body puncher Andy Lee is a fabulous combination. I have so much respect for Andy Lee as a trainer. He's a former fighter, and he knows his stuff.
My question, I rate Andy Lee as a trainer. My question is, for Ben's style, how will that work together?
He will make him front foot and aggressive.
But is that good? Because Ben's successful.
Yes, he can be.
Ben's successful because he's an unorthodox, good unorthodox fighter. We don't want him to become orthodox.
But remember when he started off with Sugar Hill, he had that bounce, crack style that he had.
You know what? If I'm honest with you, I like Sugar Hill. I really like Sugar Hill. And this I like Sugar Hill.
Go on.
He's a nice guy.
Go on.
But in reality, I don't fall out with all this. I don't rate him as a trainer. He's a teacher. I don't rate him as a trainer.
Why?
I don't rate him as a trainer. But I like Sugar Hill, his character, everything about him. I don't rate him as a trainer. And he'll say, I'm a teacher. I'm not a trainer. And all right, it's all right, teach. I need to be in a position where you prepare me to go out there, go to war, and everything's switched on like that. You know, and you need a coach that will get the best out of you. And so I know it might not come across. I'm trying to sugarcoat it. I just don't rate him as a trainer. I rate him as a teacher. I rate him as a lovely guy. I love his character, everything about him. I just don't think he's a good trainer.
Why don't you think he's a good trainer though?
Because, you know, I see certain things. You look at Tyson Fury, look at things that are going on, and I think, you know what, Tyson Fury, I think, knew more than Sugar Hill did in his fight. That's just my opinion. I think Sugar Hill has the association with excellence in our sport as in regards to working with great trainers.
High caliber fighters,
I just don't think he is a top draw trainer.
Interesting. Listen, I'm going to let you go because you are literally working and I've pulled you away from it. I'm sorry about that. But Johnny, like I said to you before, thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for supporting the channel.
I'm proud of you.
Dude,
I'm proud of you.
Am I like your little sister that's gone off to uni?
A little annoying sister that's like got there, and I'm like, yeah, boy, me know her, you know that girl. That's me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, yeah. Time will tell. You know, 5 years, 10 years time.
I might be dead.
No. 5 years, 10 years time, it'll be like nothing to you. And that opportunity, that way through, and you'll have all the haters looking, thinking, how's she done that? Ignore them. Your success says it all. Don't even say you said this, you said that, you said this, you said that. Be you. And that's why you've been given the opportunity, and that's why you'll grow and get better. Trust me. I know how it rolls, man. So I'm proud of you. Well done.
Practice makes permanent.
Yeah.
Because there's no such thing as perfect.
I'm going to use that line tonight. Practice makes permanent.
We like it.
Red told me that.
Johnny Nelson, October Red.
Peace.
Till the next time.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.